Hello, it's me again. What we got here is what we're doing is I'm testing out the Jetson Nano with Deepstream, and I'm going through the cameras. I've got a webcam, got an IP cam, and I've got a Raspberry Pi cam. So I'm trying to see which one is best for my project. Down here at the bottom left, that's the Raspberry Pi cam. The top left is the IP cam, and then the right here is the webcam. And you see the pictures are all pretty good. It's running about 17 frames a second, and we're running the resnet model that's in the samples of the Deepstream samples. And let's see. So here's a picture of my rig. I got it. I've got there's the IP camera. It's like $26 on Amazon. I've got two webcams here. They're Logitech's 1080p, and then right there's the camera, the Raspberry Pi camera right there, and there's my Wii. Here's a couple more pictures.
We could put more time on that. I've done that before too.
And then here, like here, I'm gonna be coming up to some people in a minute here. So you see some people to text people. There's a person. So it does a pretty good job. Like I say, this is all the cameras. Each one's running about 17 frames a second, so that's not too bad. And by the way, it's kind of I am VNC'd into the nano, so that's why it's a little choppy. But how we did it was, this is my this is the text file for the source 1 USB DEC info resnet in 8. What I did was I set the tiled display to 2 rows and 2 columns. I've got 4 sources. Let me do it over here. I've got 4 sources. Source 0, I've got it set to the RSTP camera, streaming camera. Even though it's not there, that's what 4 means. And then source 1, I've got it set to the webcam. And source 2 is the CSI, which is the Raspberry Pi. And I've got that set to the Raspberry Pi. And then here's my 4th source. This is the other webcam that's on there. And here, let me see. Let me get this going. Here's another video.
Our luggage is so. Oh yeah, I'm totally sure. Can I quick talk to you about it?
So anyway, here's so I got 4 sources, 2 webcams, IP cam, and a Raspberry Pi cam, and I've got one of the webcams shut off. And then what else that I did is I in the sync functions, sync 0, I set that to 2, and that's just displaying on my PC what it's seeing. And then sync 1, I enabled that, and that is recording the screen to a file, and that file is out.mp4. And then if you were to enable sync 2, you could stream out the camera. And I've done that before. That's pretty neat. You know, I can stream out, and any web browser will pick it up. But it's got to be the RTSP. That's kind of the format that it goes in. And then all this other stuff I left alone. I did the batch size I set to 4 because I have 4 cameras going. And then let's see. So batch size to 4 on both here and here. But here's this is a different no, maybe not this one. Let's do this one. Now this is another view. I'm driving into another parking lot. As you can see, it's picking up the cars. It's doing pretty good. Let's see. That's about it. Like I said, it's running 17 frames a second, so that's pretty good. Each one is, and this is how after like running this. This is kind of my thoughts on the cameras. The CSI camera, it's kind of choppy. If you look at the on the bottom left, it's not the best image you get, and there's only one slot for a CSI camera, so that kind of limits you to one. And then if we go to the webcams on the right, upper right, to me that gives you the best picture, and it's the quickest response. There's no lag to it. The only problem with that is the Nano can really only handle 2 webcams. You can't get 4, and a lot of the projects I'm going to work on, I need 4. I need one for you know, forward and backward and right and left. Now the IP camera, you could probably get up to 8 streams with it, and so that's probably the way I'm going to go. The only thing about the IP camera is it does have some lag. You know, so you have to make sure if you use the IP cameras, the network that you build upon has got to be. You have to get the max flow out of whatever network you get to make sure you get very little latency on there. But other than that, I mean, they're working pretty good. The models fine in the cars and the people, and so I mean it's working pretty good. So Jetson Nano, there's 3 streams, 17 running a resnet model, 17 frames a second. Pretty good. So all right, I hope this helps.